Hey everyone, I'm Sal and welcome back to Funko Rehab, the show where we rescue abandoned pops and give them the homes they deserve. Quick heads up before we dive in, you're gonna see two versions of me in this video. There is present me, the one talking right now, and then there's old me, past Sal, formed 4 years ago, when I first started this project. Back then, I filmed everything as I went, and now I'm finally finishing it and walking you through it. So we'll be switching between the two. With that out of the way, let's jump in. So in the last episode of Funko Rehab, I rescued a Nick Fury pop from the eBay junkyard. If you missed that glorious mission, links in the description. Today, our guy finally gets what he deserves, his own Funko box. So now what I'm gonna try to do is create the box myself. So I don't know if I can do that, like obviously copyright infringement and everything, but I'm not trying to sell it, it's just for my own personal collection. I just don't like to have it without the box. So I'm gonna try if I can create the box myself and hopefully everything will be all right. So I'm going to use Adobe Illustrator to design it. So then I'm going to make sure it's up to scale. And so what I mean by that is once I print it, it should be the actual size of the box. So let me grab a Funko Pop. If you look at Mr. Moon Knight, it's a really cool pop, by the way. I just recently got it. It's great. So if you look at the box, you have to make sure it's the same scale all the way around. So once I print Mr. Nick Fury, it should match up with the standard size of the Funko Pop. And I have to make sure I have a big enough paper to print the whole thing. I don't want to print in separate A4 paper. And if I print on separate piece of paper and kind of glue them together, it's not going to be as clean as this is. So this is like one box, like a one piece of paper kind of fold into this box. So I have to make sure I do that. So let's get started. Okay, step 1. Do what any slightly panicked, resourceful designer would do. Search Funko Pop box template on YouTube. And bingo! I found a video with the template link. Shout out to the random channel, you are the real MVP. I downloaded the template, then measured one of my real Funko boxes, 118mm wide by 162mm tall. The golden ratio of collectible greatness. Then I opened it in Adobe Illustrator, stared at it like a confused raccoon for 10 minutes, and then finally got to work. I started putting references of actual Nick Fury boxes, piecing together the look. I wanted it to feel legit, like if Funko had actually made this and then posted it. I used photos of existing boxes to recreate the background as closely as I could. I googled the Avengers logo and found one that matched. Then for the pop art on the box, I grabbed a photo of an existing Nick Fury box, straightened it out in Photoshop, and used the pen tool to cut around the figure. Added a nice, thick, wide stroke around the cutout. You know, the signature Funko style that says, "I'm a collectible, respect me." I added all the little details. The pop number, the name, the warning labels. I couldn't find the exact fonts Funko uses, but I found close enough ones that looked the part. On the back of the box, there's this steel nameplate designed for Nick Fury. I recreated that and gave it a metallic effect. Even his name got the full steel treatment. Same with the bottom section, recreated the steel background. Added all the logos, Marvel branding, hazard warnings, the whole deal. The back also lists the other pops in the Avengers lineup from that era. So I tracked down photos of those boxes, cut out the artwork, and added their names and numbers to complete the set. And lastly, the literal bottom of the box. Funko info, barcode, the little details no one notices, but I notice. It's all in there. And with that, the design was done. And honestly, I was hyped. But before printing, I added crop marks, because without them, I would 100% cut the wrong thing and cry. And boom, we've got a finished Nick Fury box design, ready to print. Might print 2, frame 1, sell the other to Shield, who knows. Of course, joking, unless they're buying. In the next episode, we'll bring this to life on an actual paper, fold it up, and give Nick his new home. It's DIY time. Catch you in the print zone.